Hello, Andrea.
Hello Otis and welcome to our Erongo Talk viewers. We are officially in 2021.
Yeah, the first show for the
Yes,
new year.
yes.
And it's our 157th episode. We are joining you all the way from the waterfront in Walvis Bay. And today we celebrate Spaghetti Day.
Yes.
National Spaghetti Day, they
National
said.
Spaghetti Day. So
Yeah,
get
yeah,
your
yeah.
spaghetti on.
Yeah. So we're going to bring you an update on the COVID situation, some news, the weather and the tides, and our interview.
Now, interview is going to be with Inspector Illeni Shapumba, who is the Community Affairs Commander. Now, this past weekend, the media, the governor, and the mayor of Walvis Bay patrolled with the police on New Year's Day, or New Year's Eve, going into New Year's Eve. So he's going to talk a bit about that patrol. So please don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this.
Top down, music on, underneath the big blue sky. Hey, hey. Am I only dreaming? Could it all be true? It's feeling like my lucky day, 'cause things are going my way. Getting lucky at whatever I do. Oh.
Yes, and now for your news. And yesterday we learned with shock that the former governor of the Erongo region, Walvis Bay, passed away.
Yes, very
So-
unfortunate.
Yes, the president, Gainkop, said that he had learned with sadness about the passing of Governor Walvis Bay, former governor, and by mobilizing the trade union movement, Comrade Muchavika played an important role in the liberation of Namibia from apartheid occupation. His contributions to building an independent Namibia in various capacities, including as governor of the Erongo region, are noteworthy.
Yes. Now, the president said on behalf of the Namibian government, he wishes to extend his sincere condolences to his wife, the children, and the entire Muchovicwa family. Now, the current Erongo governor, who is Neville Andre, said that Comrade Muchovicwa led this mighty region for 2 terms and his duties on all fronts honorably. Now, he was a true cadre that dispensed of his duties on all fronts honorably. Now, Andre extended his condolences to the late Muchovicwa's wife, family, and comrades during this very sad and difficult time.
Yes, and then moving on, the Minister of Health and Social Services, Kalumbi Shangula, announced 2 COVID-19 deaths, 1 each from Keetmanshoop and Karelsburg district yesterday. The minister said that 462 new COVID-19 confirmed cases were identified from 2,158 results received from the laboratories yesterday.
Yes, now this basically represents a 21% positivity rate. Now, the gender distribution of the reported cases is 254 females and 208 males, so it's a bit more females than males. Now, the age range is from 3 days to 82 years old.
Sure.
Now, the Khomas region recorded majority of the cases, which is 117 in Windhoek. Erongo recorded 86, with Swakopmund recording 55 cases, Walvis Bay 12 cases, Omaruru 11 cases, and Usakos 8 cases.
So the minister said that Windhoek cases are sporadically located from all suburbs. We continue to observe a high number of cases from all the regions, especially amongst the 20 to 49 year age group. Increased number of cases from students, academia, learners and teachers are still being reported during their holidays.
Yes. Now, of the total new confirmed cases are 177, that is 38%, are contacts to confirmed cases, and 260, that is 56%, are symptomatic. Now, the minister emphasized that COVID-19 now represents a significant threat to public and private health services in the country, as both the prevention and treatment capabilities are being severely affected.
So the minister said that central concern created for our health system is the need for critical care services. Therefore, as we navigate through the new year, let's mask up, sanitize and clean our hands, avoid gatherings and minimize non-essential trips.
Yes, very true. Now, Namibia also recorded 124 new recoveries. Now, this brings the total of recoveries to 21,055. Now, our recovery rate currently stands at about 84%, and the total number of active cases currently stands at 3,843.
So the minister announced 261 hospitalized confirmed cases, of which 41 are in intensive care units.
Yes.
The minister expressed his concern with the increase in number of hospitalized confirmed cases, as this is greatly impacting negatively on public healthcare system by creating a shortage of intensive care beds and ICU facilities in the regions.
Yes, now he said that along with growing cases, healthcare workers are being infected, and this is also worrying as more staff will be required to manage inpatients. A significant increase of hospitalized confirmed cases, 18 was reported in the Karas region.
In other news, a man aged 42 was arrested in Swakopmund after he allegedly performed sexual acts with two minors aged 6 and 10. According to the police, the suspect, who is a friend of the victim's parents, committed the alleged crime while the two children were left in his care.
Ooh. Now the suspect is set to appear in the Swakopmund Magistrates Court on Monday, which is today. Furthermore, Otto Benjamin Gossip, who is a 49-year-old man, lost his life in a fire at around just 30 minutes after midnight on New Year's Day.
So a member of the community informed the police of the fire at Gossip's ghetto in Mondesa. Gossip is said to have been alone at the time. His wife and children were out of town.
Right. And he was identified as an employee of the Swakopmund municipality. Now the fire also destroyed two other ghettos.
The cause of the fire has not been determined yet, and investigations into the matter continue.
Sure.
And then in another case, a quarrel in Swakopmund's DRC settlement resulted in the unnatural death of a man, according to police officials.
Now this incident occurred between midnight and 1 o'clock on 1 January 21. Now Brendan Naibeb allegedly appeared at the victim's house uninvited and was subsequently involved in a quarrel with the victim.
So he allegedly stabbed the victim in the chest with a sharp object before the victim walked a few steps and then collapsed. The victim was pronounced dead by medical personnel on the scene.
Yes, now Naibeb is expected to appear in court on Monday, 4 January.
Also, a suicide was reported at Ochimbingwe on Saturday at about 10 minutes past 12. It is alleged that a quarrel broke out between the deceased Christian Gaubeb Jacob, 49, and his girlfriend, who requested the deceased to take his belongings and leave the house peacefully.
And however, the deceased refused and the police was summoned to intervene. He allegedly still refused to take his property and leave the house in the presence of the officers.
So his girlfriend and family members then left the house and went to visit the family. The deceased was subsequently found hanging from a wire tied to a plank in front of the girlfriend's ghetto by children who were sent by the girlfriend to fetch something from the house.
Now the police was summoned and they removed and took the body to the Usako State Hospital mortuary. The next of kin were informed and no foul play is suspected.
And then finally, the nursing staff at the Walvis Bay State Hospital had a very busy New Year's Day. 12 nurses were on duty for the day and they welcomed 16 babies.
Now Otis, if you count, you will see that this is around the time, these babies were made round about the time that Walvis Bay was in hard lockdown.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Now the hospital's maternity ward was full to capacity. Now the first baby girl arrived 40 minutes after midnight and she weighed a healthy 3.2 kilograms.
That's massive.
It is.
So baby Lydia was initially expected to arrive on the 26th of December. This is my first baby and I never expected to give birth on New Year's Day. It is very special, her mom, Tresia Shelikita, said.
Yes, now the Swakopmund district welcomed 3 baby girls on New Year's Day. Now the 2 babies delivered at the Swakopmund State Hospital were delivered naturally and weighed 4.27 kilograms and 2.83 kilograms respectively.
At 4.27?
Aye, right.
Yes. And then 29-year-old Wanda Brinkman gave birth to her third child, a baby girl. The first to arrive on New Year's Day was born around 10 to 6 in the morning.
Yes. Now Velvicha Hospital also had 1 birth. Usually there's nothing, but this year they were lucky. There was 1 and 16, the rest were at the state hospital.
Yes. So yes, you're most welcome to join us on our Facebook page as well as our website www.erongo.com.na for much more stories and the stories we touch on today.
Inspector Shapumba, please tell us about the operation tonight.
Yes, was organized to provide, first and foremost, education, verbally, and also with a pen. That is to say that under circumstances we charge, under circumstances we also educate the people. And that is what we are busy with now. Number one, on the regulations of COVID-19 regulations, crime prevention in general, maintenance of law and order, enforcement of the law. We were joined by the regional governor, joined by the town mayor of Walvis Bay, members of the defense force, members of the Namibian police force, all law enforcement agencies participated in this operation, including the community structures. The purpose, number one, was to remind the citizens as we are crossing to the new year that we should cross over as law-abiding citizens. And we are proud, very, very proud, particularly for our citizens, our communities here. I think there is a significant observance of the law. That is number one. There were movements in this month, but we give them the benefit of the doubt to say because we started 8 o'clock or 2000 hours there were still movements around there. But then the movement changed thereafter. Walvis Bay proper, Narava, few movements. Of course, there were still few people moving around that are not following. There are still non-compliance. Number one, we said no discharging of fireworks in the residential areas, and you can still see. But these are very few instances that are there. Surely, in a box of apples, you always find that rotten one apple. But we really have the reason to appreciate everybody for the general conduct, which is indeed commendable. We have to appreciate also the media for participation in this operation since day one. We believe in civic education, and that's what we are saying. That's what we are doing. Actually, one of the founders, or maybe the founder of the policy, Sir Robert Peel, he say the effectiveness of police is the absence of crime, and not necessarily the police when they are seen dealing with the public. That is to say that we don't appreciate when we are, wrestling with the public, fighting with the public, arresting the public. But there should be a clear absence of crime, and we hope one day we will wake up and members of the public everybody will be choosing to say, I don't commit a crime, I report any criminal activity to the police, I am a law-abiding citizen, and that's what we hope to achieve one day.
Now, Inspector, we have issue with noise pollution in the community coming especially from the bars and shoppings. And the shopping owners are claiming that as long as there is no police report against them, there is literally the community can do nothing.
Yes. Luckily, I need to appreciate them as well. The places of entertainment are closing on time. Since the new regulations came into force or effect, there is that relative compliance in terms of trading hours. However, those individuals are some of the people who have never attended the meetings where we explain things to them. It's a pity that people are running businesses but they do not understand the laws that are governing the businesses which they are running. Number one, when you are running a shopping, a place of entertainment, a bar, a club, whatever, the responsibility, security responsibility is entirely upon your shoulders. We do not have to wait for the police to come and put people in order at your place of entertainment. If the customers are not complying, then you should take a responsibility to call the police and say, I have tried this and this is what is happening at my place. But the responsibility of putting order at your place is entirely upon the owner to do that. they should appreciate or understand that the people that are living, the locals that are living within the neighborhood are having a very important role to play in as far as their license renewal is concerned. If they choose to say we are going to petition that particular shebeen, the decision of the people will be respected. And that's why when they apply for the liquor license, they go to the neighbors, obtain signatures, which is the approval for them to open that particular license in that area. That is to say that the people appreciate and understand that, you know, we are going to open a business here and we are going to benefit from it. But if people do not benefit from it anymore, they still have a choice to close that shop and encourage the neighbors to say, if at all you are living in a certain area and they are public nuisance, there are nuisance that is produced at a business that is there, you have a decision to close that shebeen or that particular place through the legal procedures, which is to write a petition, go to court, and demand that the license should not be renewed. So the shebeen owners should really respect the people where they are trading from. Number two, we say noise pollution is really a disturbance because some people want to go and work tomorrow, some people just knock off from work, some people don't enjoy the music that is coming from your place of entertainment. The music or the sound should be confined to the place where it's produced from. It does not have to go outside. As soon as it goes outside, it becomes a nuisance. And that nuisance is regulated in terms of the Local Authority Act or the municipal bylaws, the local authority. And we really encourage that if at all there are issues like that, let matters be reported to the police, let the matters be reported to the local authority, and action should be taken. 21. It's a pity, or I can say it's very sad, that we are crossing over to the new year with COVID, or perhaps COVID crossed over before us. We do not know. But we will win over this if we work together. We have to wish everybody a very prosperous 2021. Of course, 2020 was a very hectic year with unprecedented challenges due to COVID-19. Many people have not been so effectively productive throughout the year because of COVID. And with that, we need to understand them. However, the message remains the same. It's just a mask, and it's just about putting it on. It doesn't have teeth. It will not bite you. So let us all wear the mask. We have the weapons to fight COVID-19. That is distance, the mask, and the newly produced curfew. If you stick to that, I think we'll be able to defeat it. And we hope we are going to work together, because if you are not united, if you are not working together, then we'll never achieve any common purpose.
And now for your weather and the tides. The sun was out between 19 minutes past 6 and 22 minutes past 6 and is expected to set between 17 minutes to 8 and 9 minutes to 8 for the major towns in the Erongo region. The first high tide arrived at 7 minutes to 7, followed by a low tide at 1 minute to 1. The second high tide will arrive at 13 minutes past 7, followed by a low tide at 6 minutes past 1 tomorrow morning. The best time for fishing today will be from 21 minutes to 6 until 19 minutes to 7. The weather predictions are as follows. that was a lot of action
Yes,
for the first show of the year.
yes.
And I think we're going to continue on this trend.
Yes, definitely. But this is going to be the last week that you are going to see me and Otis's lovely gesiggies, because Erongo Talk is going to take a break from next week onwards until the 1st of February.
Yes.
Ons moet ook 'n bietjie rus.
Ja, ons nodig, né? Ons het die lig aan die brand gehou.
Ja,
so.
ons het.
Ja,
So ons moet ook
ja.
bietjie gaan rus, ons bietjie recuperate en ons moet bietjie weer lekker in die groove en kom om weer 'n aksiebeleid en nuus te bring.
Daar sê. Nou, die mense wat wil graag adverteer,
Ja, hulle kan in kontak kom by ons 08117040. That's 08117040. Now you can also check out our website. That's at www.erongo.com.na. That's www.erongo.com.na for all the latest news happening here and in the rest of the Erongo region. That is also a perfect place for you to advertise your business. So make use of our online platforms. That's Facebook. You can follow us on Facebook. You can follow us on Twitter. You can follow us on Instagram. You can also make use of that platforms to advertise your business, because we have about 70,000 followers.
75,000.
75,000 followers
Yes,
on
yes,
Facebook. So
yes.
you
We are
can-
massive.
we definitely
We are
are.
massive.
Definitely are. So you can make use of that. Get in contact with us today at 0811 7040. That is also your go-to number for you to let us know what's happening in the region or in your town.
Yes, and then finally, Andrea, COVID is still with us.
Yes, very much so. And it's very important that you need to take care of yourself. This COVID-19 second wave is no joke.
Yes.
So please wear your mask properly. That's over your nose and over your mouth. It needs to cover in your entire half of your face.
Yes.
You need to sanitize or wash your hands regularly, and you need to maintain social distance at all times. This is the only way we can get rid of COVID-19.
Yes, and adhere to the lockdown.
Yes. Adhere to the curfew. We
The
have
curfew, yes,
You have
curfew.
9 o'clock curfew.
Exactly.
You need to be 9 o'clock. You need to be in your homes. We saw. We showed you some of the footage of the weekend. So it's very important that you please stick to the rules and regulations. The president is only expected to make an announcement next week. That's on the 13th of January. That is when the regulations are going to come to an end.
Okay. So,
So-
we're going to be waiting for
Yes.
for
Please
new
don't
things.
spread any fake news or anything. So until tomorrow, it's 12 o'clock. Tomorrow we're going to join you all the way from Swakopmund.
Yes.
So same time, different place. Until tomorrow. Bye.
Right.